Welcome back to CF Clips. This is the Blue Line Global Mauser 1911-22 LR. Of course, it's a 22 LR pistol that looks very much so like your classic 1911. Of course, that's what it is styled after. So if you're looking for a pistol for a touch of old Hollywood charm and the reliability of a seasoned detective, then the Mauser 1911-22 LR might just need to be what's on your shortlist. So let's dive in. Blue Line Global overall has made a name for themselves with their high quality and affordable firearms. So with that being said, let's dive in, starting with the tip. You have your front sight post with a dot right here in the center. That's going to help you acquire those targets downrange a little bit easier. Sliding back, you do have those rear sights as well. They have the same dots on them except for there are two, and your sights are actually concaved in just a little bit, which is very nice overall. It's going to help you get on target quickly and accurately when you're at the range, of course. Also on those slides, you do have your slide serrations on both the front and the rear and both sides. They are going to be decently grooved. Now, it is not difficult to pull back because this is a 22 LR pistol. Now, that's going to be great for those newcomers who may not be used to how to handle a firearm, but you want to give them something that feels like a normal firearm. This is pretty darn close. It is about as heavy as a 1911 would be, and it's exactly the same size. In fact, to give you an example as to just how actual size this is, here is pulling out of our inventory here, the gold 1911, and I mean these things are one for one. They are very, very, very similar. Of course, one being just a little bit heavier, the gold one, than the 22 LR pistol. But I show you that not because it comes in this package at all, but because this is going to be a great starter pistol for someone who is learning, who needs to learn how to hold a pistol, who needs to learn the basics and fundamentals of using a pistol before maybe you upgrade them to something with a little more recoil or even just a standard 9mm pistol. Moving on. Right up front, one thing I did notice is this is actually threaded right up here on the front portion of that barrel. So that's always nice and a little bit secretive too, because if you don't look for it, you may never even notice it. Now, moving on to the other side of the pistol, your slide release is going to be on your left side. Again, fairly traditional when it comes to your 1911 style pistol. And then you also have ambi. Yep, I said ambi, not the other word that you guys seem to hate in the comments. You have ambi safety controls, which is very nice. Your hammer is also going to be a little bit of a contrasting color, and I'm going to pull that trigger but hold the hammer because it's a 22 LR pistol and I don't want to damage that firing pin. But the hammer does have a nice texturing in the back. It is skeletonized and it's also a contrasting color. So when you are talking to someone who may be new or you're guiding them through it, you can kind of give them a visual representation or description if they're doing something incorrectly, and you don't want to have to go over there and show them or hold it for them. Moving down just a little bit, they do give you actually a very nice wood grip. Now, it does say wood grip, and I'm not gonna lie, it really does feel like a wood grip, so I am inclined to believe that, but it does feel very nice in the hand, solid, and it gives the overall pistol just a very classic look, which, of course, maybe I'm a little biased here, but that's always a nice thing. It does come with a 10-round magazine. Now, unlike most 22 LR magazines, this one's kind of robust, actually. It's pretty heavy. Now, it is nice because it's going to give you, once you fill the mag up, it does add a little bit extra weight to the grip, which gives it a little more balance in the pistol overall. But if you're really looking for something that's going to be comparable to a normal 1911, this is going to be about as good as it gets without being actually chambered in 45, 40, 9mm, whatever it is that you want to put in here. One more notable feature that I don't know is always mentioned, you actually do have a magazine safety, so I'll show you what I mean. Now, I cannot depress in the grip safety back here, of course, which does have that nice little beaver tail, but I can't pull the trigger and I can't depress that grip safety. Now, I'm not sure if that's only the actual grip safety that is being held up by that magazine safety, but either way, it works whenever the magazine's in there. So that's just something I thought you might want to know. Now, in review, we have a 5-inch barreled, a 10-round magazine. Now, the sights are adjustable, which I did not mention before, with an overall length of 8.58 inches and a weight of 2.5 pounds. The grips are made out of walnut, which is very nice, and they do look very good as well. And you do get that skeletonized hammer that is also going to be a contrasting color. So, in conclusion, the Blue Line Global Mauser 1911 22LR isn't just a mouthful, it's a classically styled firearm that's weighted very close to the actual normal 911s. Great for somebody who's going to be new to shooting a pistol in general, if it's good for training. It's also just great for plinking if you're familiar with 1911s. So if you're somebody who just likes 1911s and you want it in 22, this is going to be a very, very good option. Now, with that being said, if you have any experiences with the 1911 LR by Blue Line Global Mauser, please do leave a review down below. We would love to see your comments. That is all I have for you today. God bless. Stay safe. It is time to end. Pew pew, pew pew, pew pew. I get bored.